The Department of Sports, Arts and Culture's 18th edition of the South African Sports Awards will be hosted at the Sun City Superbowl tonight in the Northwest Province under the theme Celebrating Sporting Excellence. The awards carry a total of 19 categories, which include the major award of the night, which is Sports Star of the Year. Two-time Olympic champion Tatjana Smith and South African sprint long jump athlete and Paralympic Games record holder Mpumelelo Mhlongo have both been nominated in two categories, including the major award of the night. The award event will be broadcast live on SABC 1 at 8 o'clock this evening. For more on this, I'm joined now by Mpumelelo Mhlongo, nominated for Sportsman of the Year with a disability for the Sports Star of the Year award, and also Barry Hendricks, who is the president of the South African Sports Confederation and Olympic Committee, Sascoc. Good afternoon to the both of you, and thank you for joining me. Let me start with you, Barry Hendricks. Just tell me about the nominations as they are coming through and what they signify in terms of where we stand in terms of our athletes and their recognition for the effort that they put throughout the year.
Well, it's not for this year, it's about last year's performances. And you must remember that this was an important year for us. It was the Olympics and Paralympics. And we really brought the country together with the performances of our Paralympians and our Olympians. But more than that, the whole year was a successful year, sporting year for South Africa. And this is a culmination of that, a celebration of the achievements and a recognition and the rewards of all our athletes, administrators, coaches, technical officials, and federations for the work that they've done.
Yeah. And Mpumelelo, just from your side, nominations for various categories, including that Sports Star of the Year, but also Sportsman of the Year with a disability. What does it mean for you?
I think, as our president, Barry Hendricks, said, that recognition and reward for 2024, which was a year of excellence that we haven't seen before in the Olympics and Paralympics. Just fortunate to be one of the nominees that get to sit here after the team's effort in ensuring that we're at the best of our game to represent our nation.
Tell me what you're looking forward to tonight, because, of course, there's the awards part, and you know, hopefully you walk away with it, but there's also just the spirit of it all, isn't there?
I think that's actually the bigger reward, is to have the sporting community in one place where you don't normally see each other because you're crossing each other in the air all over the world, to be here together to remind our nation that sport brings us together. And as eloquently put as Barry, with the Sporting Olympic and Paralympic Federation, Sascoc, this is the time in which you can really see a united front that creates that hope that our country forever thrives on.
Barry, these awards, such as these ones, tell me what they mean in terms of being incentives for athletes. Athletes are people who are, you know, self-starters in many ways, motivated by, I don't know, destiny, I suppose, is what it comes down to, and that innate talent and trying to tap into that. But there's also room for incentives such as these in terms of motivating them even further, isn't there?
Yes, the one key component about athletes, coaches and technical officials is wanting to be the world's best. And this is what we as Sascoc, as the high performance unit of Sascoc, where we prepare and deliver Team South Africa. We work with our athletes, our coaches, our technical officials, as well as our federations, to really make sure that South Africa is on the forefront of winning medals around the world. And you can see this year the amount of medals, the men's 4x100 last year in Paris. What a memorable occasion, because this is an opportunity for athletes to actually experience the world, but in an environment where they are with all the other sports federations. And South Africa has 75 different federations. Yeah. And this is an opportunity for us to recognize all of them under one function. And for me, that is the height of recognition, camaraderie, and partnership.
Yeah, and Barry, let me stick with you. How tight do you believe the competition will be for some of these categories? As you mentioned, the various sporting codes, various federations. It's been a good year the last 2 years or so for track and field, but it's equally been a good year for sporting codes such as rugby, such as football. How tight will the competition be?
The competition must be tight. It has to be tight. That is what sport is all about, to be the best. And if we don't compete against each other, against the world's best, we will never know how really, truly good we are. And coming up after this event, we've got the para swimming in India. We've got the para athletics, I think, in Seoul, in Singapore. So there's a whole host of opportunities that our athletes are going to perform. But remember, this event is about what happened last year. And we look forward to the judges and their decisions about who's going to take the awards.
Mpumelelo, just from the perspective of your nomination for Sports Star of the Year with a disability, just that integration and that sense of mainstreaming sport by athletes with disabilities. How important are these awards in helping to drive that just mainstreaming, even the fact that you are nominated for the overall Sports Star of the Year?
I think these awards are just a testament of the work that has already been done in ensuring the integration of parasports and funding and support of women's sports. So regardless of gender, regardless of different ability, ensuring that excellence is rewarded across the board. And as my mom always likes to remind me, I was one of 3 gold medals between the Olympics and Paralympics. One of only 2 people, myself and Tatjana, that got 2 medals, and the only one of 1 who got a world record, actually 2 world records. So that integration ensures that even in our parasporting community, that there's excellence that is beyond the realm of South Africa, that sits at the top of the world, that we can look back and be proud of.
Yeah. And lastly, Mpumelelo, let me end it off with you. What does the journey forward look like beyond tonight? Tonight we pause, we celebrate, excellent sporting achievements over the past year or so. But what does the road forward look like for you? What are some of the goals that you still have for yourself that you would like to achieve going forward?
I think the first goal that we'd like to achieve for ourselves, especially because we're 3 Paralympic Games and all the world records in the events and disciplines that are competing, is ensuring that there's more para-athletes that are at a world stage that are fully funded and given the best chance possible to be able to sit one day and call themselves Paralympic champions for this country. And if we succeed that, the second goal is we're going to do a World Indoor Championship to be one of the first para-athletes we've seen in South Africa that qualifies for a indoor able-bodied world indoor championships, just to once again transcend this thing of disability versus different ability, because our performance is there and the world is here to ensure that we break those barriers with the support that we require.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. So we'll be watching tonight, and all the best for the awards. That's Mpumelelo Mhlongo, as well as Barry Hendricks, who is the president of the South African Sports Confederation and Olympic Committee, that is Sascoc.